on, guys? Chad back with you. Welcome to the Dorky and 40 channel. So just got a little taste of the Super G 5.5 flying. Going to be showing more video here at the end, and we'll go ahead maybe and just show you what my current PIDs and tune looks like, in case any of you out there are running a similar setup. So maybe you like what you see and it'll give you a good starting point. So let's take a look at the Super G right now and how it's configured. So let's go to the bench here. So you might notice a few things are a little bit different from the last time that we saw it. I had some batteries that were failing, as well as some motors that I've been running for the past like year and a half, and I needed to get some replacement stuff. On the internet, 6S batteries are actually cheaper in a lot of places now compared to 5S batteries, which I'd ran in the past. So I figured it was time to just go ahead and start replacing the 5S with 6S. So I've got some 6S 1250 GNB batteries here that I've been flying. Some cash on the batteries and couldn't make up everything, and RC group sales and everything like that. Ended up going with a budget line motor. Ended up going with the Emax Eco, which are a 1700 or a 1750 kV. I stripped all the motor mounts and all that kind of stuff off there, and video is just as clean and all that kind of stuff. Got the BL Heli 32 ESCs all set up and configured, running good, and I've got a pretty good tune going on it right now. It's still really hard to get like a perfect tune or a close to a good tune out there, just because I've been dealing with a ton of elements still with wind and cold and everything like that. But overall, from the video, I think you'll see that things are pretty impressive. The last thing that I will be doing on this, I have a Mach 3 VTX on this, and it's a little thick, and I don't really like how the actual wire is back here going into the adapter and the antenna. So since this is just going to be a regular freestyle quad, you know, it's pretty much what it is. It's just at 5.5 inch. I'm going to throw one of the new UNIFY races in there. I've got one of these in AIRBRUSH, and they go up to 400 milliwatts. And I had one in my old AIRBRUSH, and I ran it at 100 milliwatts. I run this at 100 versus its 200, and this is just super clean. You do need Betaflight 4.0, or I think 356 or 357 though. So one thing I am doing is, I love using the TBS-ND filters. I broke like a ton of them in the cold trying to get my GoPro in and out, so that kind of sucks because those things are like $5 a piece each time you do it. Almost wish I had another session. I hate using like the tint and the film type of stuff, but you know, it's better than breaking a $5 filter all the time. But anyway, what I'll probably end up doing is putting the VTX in here, and then I'll go through this one more time and Loctite everything, since I'm happy with the build and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we're sitting at right now. Any of you people out there that are running a similar setup and you're having some issues or anything, don't hesitate to ask. And a quick look here at the PIDs. Now, besides this, I've said it a few times, I have tuned my filter frequency. So, you know, fly around a couple times, and when you're PID tuning with Betaflight 4, you know, make sure that you're constantly keeping a look on that, because if you're changing out PIDs and changing props and all kinds of stuff like that, it's going to be kind of all over the place. But you'll see as you start to settle in on your actual PID numbers, and if you keep flying consistently, and you know, you want to tune and fly like you normally would. I don't understand why I still see people just doing flips and rolls and talking about bounce back and all this stuff. It just drives me mental. So it's kind of why I'm like, that's why I don't do tuning videos, because it's like, anyway. So these are the current PIDs that I'm working on, and these are for the HQs. I am working for a set of the gem fans, but gem fans are a little tricky. They're a little responsive with the 6S lower kV, so you get going like real quick down low, but then like if you're punching out, it just kind of runs out of gas. So these HQs are pretty smooth throughout everything. So it's kind of why I'm settling on them. Plus they are, in my opinion, a little bit more durable, because the gem fans like to chip and kind of scrape up, and I noticed that they really affect your performance. The other thing is that plastic that they're made of like squeaks like crazy on some of these motors that I've ran sometimes. So anyway, got any questions about the PIDs or anything, let me know. Filters, of course, this is all set up to be automatic, so don't really have to make any changes there, even though in the future, once we get like a real tuning guide and a little bit more information about Betaflight 4, then perhaps we will dig into this some more.